We're finally done. This is the last video, and honestly, this is my favorite part of the week because this is when everything comes together and when we start learning how you actually can use this in real life. So, essential question is how can we model a real life situation using the standard form equation? And standard form is, if you remember, ax plus by equals c. And I know we went over this at the beginning of the week, but I chose to go over it at the end because it's going to be the word problem. It's going to be the harder questions that I really want to make sure that you understand. Alright, so this is one of the trickiest problems. This actually is the trickiest problems of the entire week. So don't get mad at me. I promise that this is going to be really cool once you figure it out. So here's the question. Mr. Pelaez is trying to make a rectangular Vaquero spirit display like the one shown below, and has 36 feet of fancy border paper to enclose his display in. The fancy thing I'm talking about is this yellow. You've probably seen it in real life. It's the cardboard paper that teachers have. So write an equation. That's what we're trying to do. In standard form, remember standard form is shown up here. Ax plus by equals c. To represent the lengths L and the heights. Let me actually circle this. The L and the heights h of the display. So I actually already gave you a hint. We know that we want ax plus by to equal, probably already guessed it, c. So I want you to think about this first off. Before we even start, I want you to think about what we want to do. Alright, so now that we have an idea of what we need to do, here's the next hint. Let's have A be one of our terms, one of our objects, one of our whatever we're talking about it. Let's have B be the next thing. Let's have C be the total. The way I think about it is you want A to be, for example, the length. And this is the tricky part because you have two lengths. You have the one down here and you have the one up here. So you actually have an L over here and an H over here. So the way to think about it is two of one thing, two of the green. So I'm going to write 2L plus B. Let's let our B be the heights. Remember, just like the other one, we have two heights, this one and this one, plus 2H equals, here's the cool part, equals what? We have 2L. We know that the length of these two sides, this side and this side, plus the length of this side and this side has to equal 36. So 36 is our C, equals 36. And that's it. That's actually our solution. 2L plus 2H equals 36. You might actually want to write it using x and y, so you can say 2x plus 2y equals 36. So I'm going to try to make another video showing the other example that you have. But go ahead and try this. Please, please, please ask questions because I know this is a really complicated one. I'm going to try to go around to show you the idea of it. But again, remember, when you have standard form, just let one of the A's, just let A be one object, let B be the other object, and let C be the total. Alright, so here's another example. Let's say Jocelyn went to the mall and she had $76 total. $76 total. If the pants were on sale for $15 and the shirts were on sale for $7, write an equation to model how much she can spend total. And again, just like before, we're going to use the form of standard form. So let's let A x plus by equals c. And I'm choosing these colors for a specific order just so that you can follow through. So like I said before, let A be one of the objects. In this case, let A be the pants. Let B be the other object, the other thing, whether it's hot Cheetos, whether it's Takis, whatever you want to talk about. So let's call this the shirt. And let C be the total. Usually in this case, it's going to be the total amount of money we have, the total amount of wrapping paper we have, the total amount of whatever. So let's let this be the total money. How can I write an equation for this? Well, if we know that the pants are $15, X, because X represents how many pants we buy, plus the shirts, I think I said pants last. Yeah, the shirts be $7. Y, oops, sorry, let me get rid of that. It's supposed to be a Y. Remember, it's Y because we're going to buy a different amount of this. Equal, what does it have to equal? 76, because it's the total amount that we have. So let's look at this. It's 15x because if we buy one pair of pants, you just plug in one. If you buy two pairs of pants, you plug in two, dot, 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 dot. So it's 15x represents the total amount we will spend for pants. 7y is the same thing, is the total amount of shirts we will spend at $7 each. And actually, that's all we have to do. So now let's say I want to graph that. Remember, if you want to graph it, you usually want to write it in slope-intercept form. So you subtract 15x. Subtract 15x. You get 7y equals negative 15x plus 76 divided by 7, divided by 7, divided by 7. You will get y equals negative 15 over 7, x plus 76 over 7. Remember, you could leave fractions just like that. But again, this is just pushing it to another level. Make sure you get there if the questions ask for it. But for this one, I just want to focus on setting up this equation. I want to review one more time. Let one of them be the first object, let the other one be the second object, and let C be the total amount of money, materials, total amount of whatever you're using.